Hey guys, another Demon Sort Reviews here, and this is another Racer Sideways custom paint job. This one was done by me this time, and this is another Riley MK20. So let's take a look at it. So this is the box where it didn't come with a box. I think my dad's managed to salvage one from his previous cars or something. And if we just take a quick look at the box, it's one of these ones where you twist the bottom and this bit comes loose. So it's a bit like the old Skeletric boxes that you used to get. So if we just take a look at them, there we are. Just move that bit. A little cardboard cutout sheet. It's quite cool, and just a little turn of the thing on the bottom, and there we go. So here's my colour scheme, and it's a bit more extravagant than the other Riley that you've just seen, the other Porsche. So, and again, this one's been made into a Porsche as a sort of fantasy car, and again, I didn't have a say in what this car was going to be. I just got the opportunity to paint it. So, reasons why I picked purple and yellow was because they're contrasting colours, and also they're ones that I rarely use. So the yellow I used was number 69 Humbrol Spray Acrylic, and because Humbrol don't do a purple spray that I know of, I bought the Tamiya one, which is TS24. Now the Tamiya paints, they look smaller, and just bring them into the shot, and they cost £1 more, but Tamiya do a whole variety of colours as well. So it's kind of, you know, if you want to stick with Humbrol because it's Hornby owned and Skeletric owned, which I tend to do actually, then go for that. But if you want a slightly varying colours, like you would never get that light blue for that car, I'm from Humbrol, so I have to go to Tamiya to buy a paint. So that's what I tend to do. I tend to just mix and match, which is okay to do that. You can mix and match the paints because they're both watercolours and stuff, so it's perfectly safe. So this is number 8, and it's, my dad jokingly said it was the teammate to the number 9 car that's been done. So again, this one's slightly better than my Delara one, because this again was the second car that came completely apart and there was nothing on it, and it was easier to paint that way. Again, this one was raced with the other ones, and I think it's got some slight damage on the back there. It lost its tail, gurney flap I believe, but as colours go, I'm actually quite proud of this one. I would never do this for one of my own cars, although recently, because all the cars that have recently come out are the ones I want to get, and I've reviewed them all, I'm tempted to just buy a car and just spray it for the sake of it, really. And I know just the car to get, it's a nice cheap one as well, and it's not a Skeletric one either, so I can get another video out of it, which is good. So again, like I said with the previous video, it is a very nice handling car, but they are very, very prone to damage, but they're still very good fun, and they need a larger track. So again, the wind comes out on this one. So yeah, basically to get this colour scheme did use a lot of tape though, which is one problem with spraying cars. If you've got to have enough tape to go around. Like I had one of these, but slightly thicker, slightly wider side, and I used up quite a bit of it, because I think I did the purple first, so taped up all of that, just left the stripe, left the door, and I didn't even do that bit till last. So, and when I took it off, I was like, yeah, I'll go for the yellow as well, and then I did those bits there, did all that entire section there, and then I did that bit there as well. So as colour schemes go, it's actually one of my sort of most intricate. I don't really do very intricate colour schemes because I'm too impatient, and I need to do it all in one day, because that's not very intricate. But I've messed it up by painting over with a bit of black, trying to get the grill in, which I know not to do, and I might just tape all of that back up and spray it again. So yeah, you need to have patience to do your own paint jobs. Don't be like me and rush them. although even though the paint says within 20 minutes you can respray, my dad always says to me, give it a day to properly cure, and I'm like, no, I'm just too lazy, I'm just too impatient, and I will go and do another layer. Which sometimes it's worked. I mean, with that car over there, it's worked quite nicely. Sometimes it doesn't. And if you're really trying to get the best car out of it, I would rate. And so yeah, that's my advice. And again, just make sure you know what you're doing, as in pick your colour scheme, stick to it, don't try and change it, and definitely wait. Make sure that the paint is dry. I would say allow an hour to wait before you take the tape off, because the amount of times I've taken the tape off too early and it's bled through onto the other colour and it's messed up the entire colour scheme. So yeah, it's not a good thing to do if you're a perfectionist as well, because if there's a tiny bit off and then you go and try and correct it and you make it even worse, it is quite annoying as well. And yeah, but there's some of my tips for doing paint schemes, because if you look, there's a tiny bit of purple there that kind of rides me up a little bit, but nowhere else. That's pretty much the only imperfection on the whole car, except for there as well, so, and a bit there. So yeah, not a bad effort, I have to admit, for my own car, but this is definitely the last sort of race to sideways video I'll ever paint, because they're far too expensive in my opinion. The best thing about them is that you can buy them just plain white as well, so that helps a great deal. And it just, I would not do what I did previously. Get one that's pre-painted, take it all apart, then spray it, then do it all up again, because that's too much hassle. Just buy the one that is completely plain, because it's just so much easier to do it that way. Right, so that's the review. Basically, it's just some tips as well in there. And again, it's I would say if you are a fan of the Grand Am and you like painting your own cars, I would definitely get the plain one, because it's definitely worth it. And who knows, even the ones that aren't, even the ones that are pre-painted and are actually based on real cars, they are fantastically done, and there's no other detailing like it really. So I would also recommend the Delaras and the Race to Sideways cars as a general. Alright, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and keep watching my videos please.